Well, Staten Island wants to put the brakes on congestion pricing in Manhattan. The Staten Island Borough president is planning to sue to put a stop to that plan. Kieran Dillon is live at the West End and 61st Street with the story. Kieran.
Hi, good morning, Ernie and Hazel. Well, where we are here on the west side, the MTA is moving full speed ahead with this congestion pricing plan. In fact, they've already started installing equipment that will monitor drivers that are going south in Manhattan past 60th Street next spring when congestion pricing takes effect. But there are many jurisdictions, two jurisdictions in particular right now, that are fighting back. They say this plan is not only controversial, it will hurt their residents, and they are going to put a stop to it.
I could sue individually. I'll sue as a borough president, or I could sue individually. And we're going to see, we already have other elected officials who have agreed to be plaintiffs.
Vito Fossella is leading a Staten Island initiative to sue to put an end to congestion pricing. The borough president says the plan will impact his residents negatively, both financially and environmentally.
That's a driving tax on individuals who need to drive on the roads that they already paid for to build and to maintain.
Fossella says Staten Islanders already pay a toll to drive out of the borough on the Verrazano Bridge or if they go into Manhattan through New Jersey. He adds residents do not have access to the subway system and have to rely on the bus or ferry if they don't drive.
We're the only borough in the city that has to pay a toll to go off the island and come back. No other county, and this is not against the other counties, it's just something we have to live with. So along comes this scheme to impose additional costs on a daily basis to people who are already, and you know, who's going to affect the most? The person who's on the margins, who can't afford that.
Exactly who Fossella will sue, the MTA or the Department of Transportation, is still being ironed out. The borough president's announcement comes on the heels of New Jersey announcing this week it is suing the federal DOT to stop congestion pricing on the grounds of a more thorough environmental review.
We are suing to block New York's ill-conceived congestion pricing plan.
The MTA says the plan that will toll drivers entering Manhattan below 60th Street if they leave the highways will cut down on congestion, reduce emissions, and fund mass transit. The agency has not decided what tolls will cost and which drivers will be exempt, but some drivers on Staten Island say they deserve to be exempt.
Everything is going up. They're going to increase now gas, electric, 8–9%. And the toll here, you go into Manhattan now, it'll cost you maybe $75. By the time you park, you pay for the bridge, you pay for the congestion.
So in response to the potential Staten Island lawsuit, guys, I did reach out to the MTA, and they just directed me to their statement on the New Jersey lawsuit that they actually put out last week, basically saying that that lawsuit is baseless and their congestion pricing plan has been thoroughly reviewed for any economic or environmental impacts. And they're basically saying that their plan, they are confident, will stand up against any court challenges. So it's yet to be seen how all of this will play out in court, but right now congestion pricing is set to take effect here in Manhattan next spring, April 2024. That is the latest from the Upper West Side. Kieran Dillon, Pix 11 News.